I should say how you all doing, but I'm from New York. Anyway, thanks for having me here. And I'm going to read a few poems. The first one I felt to read tonight, I wrote a few shootings ago. And I just felt I needed to read it tonight. It's called Stop the Madness. And let me know, I tend to speak low. I know I have the mic, but if you can't hear me, just go like this, and I know to raise my voice. Stop the madness. I don't want to know what he ate his last lunch, or what kind of clothes that he wore. I couldn't care less if he had friends or not. I don't want to hear anymore. Don't want to be told what he did in the past. Not interested in schools he attended. Don't show me selfies and comments he posted, or go on about how it ended. Each time that you mention him, it causes such pain, publicizing his killing spree, and encourages the next jerk to copy this one, promoting warped ideology. Thank you. This next one, I just moved here about 5 months ago, and my mom's been in Irwin for 23 years, so I've been on and off here visiting. And when I knew I was going to move here, the last time I visited, when I left, I wrote this poem called Smoky Mountain. And if I start to cry, it's because it means a lot to me. I stand before the mountain. The mountain faces me. I nod in its presence, in awe of its majesty. Enveloped in the mist, which dampens my clothes and hair, I inhale deep the sweetness of the fog that fills the air. As the sun begins to rise and warm rays break on through, the smoke clears and I start to see the greenness wet with dew. On journeying up the steep terrain, I say a humble prayer, that while I'm on its surface, it will keep me in its care. Once on top, I see the world from high above the town, and I think this is how God sees us when He is looking down. All my fear and hope together in this moment, in this place. A glimpse of heaven given, full of solitude and grace. Don't want to leave you, mountain. You've become a friend to me. You've touched my soul. You're part of me. With you, my spirit's free. I turn to go back down now. My visit here is done. Reluctantly, I head for home, my back against the sun. I will return someday soon. I know now where I belong. It's along the Appalachian Trail and Bluegrass Mountain Song. You know, I grew up in the city, so we did a lot of double dutch. I don't know if you all know what double dutch is. It's the two ropes turning. Yeah. So this is double dutch. I stand on the right side of the ropes, watching them turn, one, then the other. I listen to their rhythm, tap, 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 tap. The sound each one makes as it strikes the cement. My body begins to sway, back and forth, to the beat. My eyes take note of wrists rotating, round and round. I get ready to make my entry into the center. Timing is everything. With each rope exactly parallel to the other, one above, one below, I jump. My feet now in step with the rope, one foot, then the other, keeping time, getting with the groove. Occasionally, I turn, becoming one with it, counting, keeping the rhythm, letting go. This is one that I enjoy. It's called a Facebook plea. On the top of my page is a pic of my pet, with a caption below that says, "I heart my vet." The wallpaper behind is of my family, standing in front of our great big oak tree. There's pictures of good times with relatives and friends, laughing and joking. The fun never ends. Of course there are selfies. There's one every minute. What would the world look like without one? What would the world look like if I wasn't in it? There's some of my house renovations now done. Remember, I took you through every one? Step by step, the decisions I made for each space, waited for feedback to set them in place. There's snapshots of everywhere I've ever gone, from fabulous vacations to my favorite salon. Virtually, you've been with me at dinner and lunch, and just this past weekend, I took you to brunch. When I ate the meal that I thought was divine, I tagged you a pic with a rating of 9. Some of my best ever concerts and shows are the same ones I saw you at not long ago. I asked your opinion on clothes that I wore and avoided those people you labeled a bore. Posted a comment on your site yesterday, "Your new-do and makeup look good worn that way." Politics and religion, we share the same views, including our thoughts on all the day's news. Fox alone is our go-to for information. Megyn Kelly, so glam, she's a real inspiration. Intimate details of how my life's going. Done nothing at all without you first knowing. The ins and the outs, you're kept in the loop. Updated you frequently when I couldn't poop. Boyfriends and girlfriends and gossip galore. I've spared you no detail, can't say anymore. With everything out now for the whole world to see, will you click the thumbs up and finally like me? Thank you. And I have one last one. It's called My Jealous Bone. My jealous bone takes away my happiness, kills my inspiration, zaps up my good energy, fades away my hope. It darkens my horizon, steals all my tomorrows, wipes away accomplishments, cuts me to the core, till all that's left is bitterness, anger, and much sorrow against myself and also for my jealous bone.